F1 Delta Time is a racing game where you go against a community in the form of time trials and Grand Prix in an attempt to win a prize for getting a high leaderboard score. Hello and welcome back to Metaverse Gaming. Today I'm going to be giving you a video to help you get started on F1 Delta Time, going over 8 talking points, including if F1 Delta Time is fun, where to play F1 Delta Time, what the in-game economy is like, what F1 Delta Time's cryptocurrency/token is and what blockchain it uses, what to buy with crypto in F1 Delta Time, how to make actual money off of F1 Delta Time, if F1 Delta Time is play to earn or pay to win, and another hypothetical question we'll get to at the end. These talking points will help you know whether F1 Delta Time is worth spending time and money on or not. First of all, let's talk about how fun F1 Delta Time is. To me, this game is super fun. You get to race against an entire community in the form of time trials or Grand Prix in an attempt to be the best driver there is. I really like this format of time trials, since it means you strive to be the best, not just to be better than your opponent. This opens up a whole new world for improvement. I also like the Grand Prix since it reminds me of Mario Kart. Did you know that F1 Delta Time has a Twitter? On that Twitter, they post a lot about announcements in-game. You can find a link to their Twitter in the description. In case you haven't played Mario Kart, it's a racing game made by Nintendo where you race against up to 3 other friends locally or up to 11 friends via the online mode. As you race, you collect item boxes which give you a random item, which can be something to attack with or something that will give you a huge speed boost. The winner is decided based on who can pass the third lap the fastest. Second of all, I'm going to go over where you can get and play F1 Delta Time. You currently can only play F1 Delta Time as a web game, which I find to be a very good thing. Instead of downloading the game, it runs mostly off your router and cache data. F1 Delta Time also has a Discord server, which I'll link in the description. On this Discord server, you can talk to a lot of different members of the F1 Delta Time community, and maybe, hey, they could give you some tips and tricks on the game if they're really good at it. Thirdly, let me tell you about the economy you could find in F1 Delta Time. In F1 Delta Time, the economy is primarily built off of NFTs, which you can acquire on OpenSea.io. These NFTs include car parts, drivers, and crates, which you use to build the fastest car you can. These parts are purchased with Ethereum, costing between 5,000 and 0.006 Ethereum. Fourth of all, you will learn about the token/cryptocurrency in F1 Delta Time and the blockchain that token runs on. The token for F1 Delta Time is called Rev and is the base currency for F1 Delta Time. You can also use Rev to purchase the items I previously mentioned. 1 Rev typically goes for 2 cents. Rev runs on an ERC20 Ethereum blockchain. For anyone that currently wants to get into or out of Delta Time, I would recommend waiting a little bit. The Ethereum gas fees currently can be as high as $200, meaning that putting your Ethereum in and taking it out could be as high as $400 on top of the NFTs you want to purchase for the game. This does not seem very useful, and I would recommend waiting. For anyone that doesn't know what a gas fee is, the gas fee is how much you need to pay to get your Ethereum transaction to go through to the blockchain and go to your destination. Fifth, let's discuss what to purchase in F1 Delta Time with your cryptocurrency. In F1 Delta Time, you purchase NFTs as car parts and drivers with Ethereum on OpenSea.io. These NFTs typically cost more the better they are, which is typical. Sixth, let me tell you how to make actual money off of F1 Delta Time. The way you can make money off of F1 Delta Time the most effectively is by staking your tokens and gaining interest on them over time. The way staking a crypto works is very similar to the way interest in a bank works, but much better with crypto. Basically, the interest rate is about 200 times better than a bank, since you make money with crypto interest. Seventh of all, I'll go over if F1 Delta Time is play to earn or pay to win. In my opinion, I find F1 Delta Time to be completely pay to win, as you pay for each piece depending on how good it is. This gives people that have money a gigantic advantage, as they can just buy a car that wins every time. And finally, the hypothetical question that I mentioned earlier. In this instance, the hypothetical question is, if you had $1 million, would it be worth it to spend all of it back into F1 Delta Time? And in my opinion, it would probably be worth it. If you have the best car, then you place high in the time trials. Doing this, you can win top prize in the time trials often, assuming nobody else is also spending millions of dollars. And that seems to be all I have for you guys today. Thank you all for watching and for all of your support over the so far 2 weeks that I've been doing this YouTube journey. I've already gotten over 20 subscribers and like 500 views. I cannot thank you enough. But anyways, that's going to be all for me this week. I hope to catch you guys next week with my next video. This was Metaverse Gaming, signing off.